Modern work experience is aligned to a three-phase framework called equalex. The first phase of the framework, Introduce and Inspire, is about introducing all young people to as many industries as possible, giving them access to different types of workplaces where they can meet relatable role models. Just an hour or two of your time can inspire them to find out more. Think tours, workshops, and mini taster sessions.
In terms of the first phase of the equalex framework, the Introduce and Inspire, we have workshops we can run with lots of students either on-site here or off-site. And we also do events like today, our Green Careers Showcase, where we have brought 100 students on site from schools across the local area, and they have learned about green careers in lots of different sectors.
With Stokes, we've got the luxury of having a roastery here. So we tend to take them on a bit of a journey, really. We'll start off in the roastery and we'll actually talk about where coffee comes from. And in this, we're trying to teach them also that it's not just baristering, it's not just being in a cafe that is the job role in coffee. There's plenty of other job roles there.
What's really exciting is that in the feedback for the Introduce and Inspire phase, we really see greater clarity in what students want to do next and what steps that could take them in that direction.
For many young people, this is their first real glimpse inside a workplace. A chance to see how things work and begin to connect what they're learning in school to real environments. This builds confidence and helps young people start to imagine what might be possible for them.
We run a careers workshop and we introduce them to some key jobs within the conservation sector, and they have a bit of a hands-on practical task to do around each one. And what we find is that students, after they've visited us, can name many more roles within our sector.
If they're here on work experience, depending on how old they are as well, there'll be certain things they can do and they can't do. But we're very much, if the situation is there and they can have a closer look or they can have a go at doing something, holding an animal, bits and pieces, within safety reasons, we will let them do that and get hands-on.
The students, when they got back, they couldn't stop talking about it. They really enjoyed it. They've been getting on the machine, they've been telling the parents all about it and getting really excited. So it sounds like it does really uplift, actually, their confidence, their personalities.
But I also think it opens their eyes up to the different options that there are for study, because not everybody wants to go to university.
And the key one that we measure across different scales of the programme and across the different phases of equalex is their confidence in whether this could be a sector for them.
The equalex framework makes it much easier for schools and employers to design progressive workplace experiences across a young person's secondary education and beyond. Businesses don't have to make assumptions about what to offer. You can plan against the learning outcomes at every phase to reduce the burden on your teams.
So the equalex framework's brilliant. It's really relevant, it's user-friendly, it's helpful, and it's clear in its direction and what you're expected to do.
Running more traditional work experience can be quite a daunting prospect. It's much easier to start with a one-day experience of the workplace. You can run it for slightly more students, you can have a really big impact. Also, you don't have to do everything. You can start perhaps with one thing at each level that means that a student can still have a pathway through your programming.
By opening your doors, you can inspire young people with what's possible, widen your talent pipeline, and show the next generation that your industry is a place where they belong.